Oh, does it work? Does it work? Okay, nice. Oh, fine. What the heck is the fucking shit? Nice. Select. Share. We're good. Gotta get started today. Let's see. Alright, so we left off doing some dumb shit with this. Quite useless machinery right here. Does it even work? Does it even work yet? No. It was going to. It had promises of working, but let's not waste our time with such foolery today. Let's get back to doing things that make sense. Let's just tear this shit down. We can still make cool looking machines, right? But not this shit. This shit's not that good. It looks like it would work, but it's just on paper. And just because it works on paper doesn't mean I'm gonna just be like, oh yeah, that's perfect. It's got zero flaws. It's absolutely amazing. 10 out of 10. Going to use that shit. No, this is not gonna work. We're just gonna have to invent some new shit that can do better at some later date. But not right now, because this shit doesn't matter. Shit literally is not the most important thing. It's the least important thing, actually. So let's get all that shit out of there. Start filling in these holes. And these holes. And every other hole that might exist. And the other holes. Huh. Lots of aluminum. No. What does I do with the aluminum, though? It's actually the most important question right now, I think. What was all of this aluminum for, anyway? Because I fucking forgot the point of that. Nice. Another crate. Well, cool. It looks like it's time for me to fill in all of this shit with what it originally was. Stone bricks. Well, not what it originally was, but what Dosto changed it to before I filled it all in with stone bricks. Except for this shit. We're gonna leave that. Actually, yeah, we'll leave that. And we'll have a heat section where we're gonna have furnaces anyway. Electric furnaces. Meh. You don't need electric. You need gasoline. Gasoline fettuccine furnaces. Super speed furnaces, okay? Even powered by the sun or some shit. But you can't have the sun, so you need a PWR instead, or a fusion thing or something big, powerful. But anyway, we're gonna tear down every single acidizer because these no longer have a purpose being served. and are just kind of sitting there doing nothing. After that, we're going to take out this blast furnace. Right? We don't need that shit anymore. Gone. Done. I really shouldn't try moving this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I don't know why that's not killing me, but I'm putting it over here. How much? Oh, is it only... What? The fucking stack is 51. Oh, total. Oh yeah, makes sense. Never mind. Whoa. The biggest thing right now is getting all of this done, and then the decommissioning over here needs to occur. Because this thing is shutting down soon. It's going to be done with operations soon. And so, very soon will I have to shut it down. Once that's done, these are going to go spent fuel drums and get processed through the Purex. And that's where we need every single solvent to be made. This is going to be in here. Well, actually, no. Solvents are going to get sent to here, but we need a Purex machine in this area. That's why. Yeah, go ahead. Take all of them if you want. Doesn't really matter that much. They're getting decommissioned anyway. It's like, it's okay. So now I've made a mess here because I put all my boxes in one spot. And I need to move these things. Which is, I'll just put a box in a box to move it easier. That usually doesn't end well. There we go. Purex machine is ready to go, so I can just hook that shit up. Nice. I actually want extra space here because this shit is like a recipe for a mess. So like, I'll just line it up off this end piece. Or actually, let me take that back. Line it up right here. So this will be where we're going to set up our next PWR, and it's going to operate at some boring temperature or some shit. But it'll be later down the road. Not today. Probably not today, at least. Because then we'll have to be doing some stuff over there. Maybe moving that to this corner, but I don't know. Obviously, we're tearing all of this down to... dropping all the sulfur in there. And, what's this? It's got anything in it? Nope. Looks like something I can tear down. Looks like a place I can dump all my rails for my minecart that I'm not using for shit. You know, I mean, this is a lot. There's a lot of shit to do. A lot of, things that I made back in the day that I have to tear down now because they just don't work anymore. Because I might have took them apart to begin with. It might have been me who did it this time. But that's, it's okay. I didn't need to do this, but I chose to do it. Why? Because it was a great idea. It was absolutely splendid. It's such an amazing idea, right? So what we need is this 2 AOE like 5,000. So that way it makes it easier. Because this will allow me to tear these down in like 5 seconds. See that shit? That took no time at all. Nice and painless. Then I can just move all this shit. Get it all done. Start working on the next task. Should be pretty easy, right? But the next big thing I need to do is crucibles, I think. And establishing where those are going to go. It's going to need liquid heaters. It should be a pretty easy episode of me doing that. Because it's just literally just being like, oh, hey, I need a liquid heater here. Oh, actually, next step is electrical machinery as well. We still have all of that machinery that goes all the way to the corner. Start moving. Then we need to maybe we need to update soon too. Well, actually, I don't really want to update soon. I want to hold off on that, but we do need to start getting new shit like as soon as we can for batteries, because that is where we don't want to be short on any of the old batteries because they're fucking amazing. See, the new batteries kind of suck compared to the old ones. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying we don't want to have as many of the new batteries, so when we update, we want to have tons of the old shit. So I guess welding machines over somewhere. I'll just set this down here for now. I hope none of these are still in use. That one is. God damn it. I didn't realize that one was still in use. What the fuck? Okay, it was probably my doing. Where did my other soldering machines go? Huh? Are they just gone? Oh, there they are. And of course, we're just gonna stack them. To make it simple, always run a stack of those. Since making a stack is better than just doing any other dumb shit. We just got the shredder. We don't even... Where the fuck did this stuff come from? Okay. I suppose it's all in use. But I do need to tear it all down anyway. So, God damn it, there's stuff in that one, there's stuff in this and this. Some of that shit I've never even seen before, or made before. Which is pretty interesting. Because like some of that is new stuff, I haven't even touched it. Haven't even messed with it. So we need a network that allows us to pipe different fluids into these machines. That's kind of one of the interesting things is we can do all our fluids on this side. Try to. We don't necessarily need that. I'd prefer not to have that actually. Well, I would prefer to have it, but See, to do inputs and outputs on these, you're limited to your space of all of the inputs and outputs you slap on there. So like, for example, if I want to do inputs of this for whatever reason, it's going to be painful. But we're going to go ahead and put that there. Since we don't have space for any of this. Anyway. But we could technically fit a lot of fluids in on this thing before it even gets used. Let's go ahead and make sure that there's no chance of it getting, of me being like, ah, shit, I need to do it this place. But we could fit a lot of fluids on these. We just need a way to operate and control them. But also to insert and extract is the hard part. So you only get two sides to do that from, which is the problem. You do your sides, boom. I suppose what actually should be done to make it simple is you just do your sides and then you have your inserters and then you extract. And one side obviously you will need for accessing the machines. Some of these, some of those and those. But basically, all it needs for that is all the way up to the top of the machinery. Is this. Which should do the trick. Another one over on this side, which will be our exporters. That's not good. Why? Actually, why would I put it even there? Because that side could be better for piping. We'll have to use tiny pipes so it's actually accessible on one of the sides. Or we just access it from the cables only, but then it's annoying. So I'll just use very tiny ducts. Where the fuck did my screwdriver go? This is bad. I must find my screwdriver in this mess. Anyway, this is the easy part. Snap those into place, and then do we have any more ejectors? No. No. Let me know when you're done with your machines so I can take them down, since I gotta start moving all of that stuff soon. So when you're done, I'm gonna do that. There we go. Nice. Perfect. Then I can just drop these down. That way. That's how that's good. That's good. That's good. This. And then finally do a shift click. Do a shift click there. Should be pretty much set up. That is all I need to do for that one. Welding machine. I don't really know exactly where we're putting these, but I'm assuming just somewhere over in this area. I don't know what common welding fluids are used, but usually they're gases. So we will need to make sure that we have some of those available. Let me see. Recipes. Oh, oxygen. Reformant. Oxygen and reformant are good enough. If you have those, usually you have every single gas that you will most likely use. Typically it's oxygen and reformant, it looks like. Or at least it appears so. Some cases you get some weird shit in there, but that doesn't matter. Neon gas? Where the fuck? Why would I even fucking need that shit? Keep scrolling. For welded plates, that's the big thing here. And yeah, we're fine. I mean, there's really not many gases you could put in, so like, there's just no point in actually compensating for all of them like there is for the soldering machine. Soldering machine, you can be like, oh, I need this. It's actually kind of a convenience factor. Might as well do it. But it's like oxygen and other stuff. Alright, that's done. So we move on to the next task. I mean, it's not really done, but it's done enough for me. Because we're going to get more welding machines later. I could do it now. I don't even remember what they need, actually. Forecast steel plates. I'll hold off on it. This is where the PWR is gonna probably end up in this area. Alright, so then we are on to next phase, which is gonna be in these areas. Crucible stuff. Actually, the PWR won't go here, will it? It won't be able to fit here. But we need a way to move all that shit down. So I guess we'll have to be droning PWR rods out of the PWR to get stuff done with those. Making uranium-233. Uranium-233, amazing. Oh, did I just do a bad thing? No, I didn't. Hang on. Ah, nice. Are we done with this? Is this movable now? Is this highly mobile? Why the fuck? Can I switch this? Oh, nice. I can. Well, I mean, if we're done with this, I'm just gonna use it. Okay, cool. I will use it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 24, I think. That's how many I need? 24? Yeah, probably. Okay, 8 tungsten. I said I was gonna make the welding machine, so I'm gonna do it. Since we do need them. Kind of don't want to have, like, oh shit, I need to weld something, but then all of a sudden, the welding machine's getting used. So I'm making sure that's gonna be good. This shit's easy. This shit's just coils and capacitors. I'm pretty sure those aren't even superconducting coils, right? No, they actually are. Ah, god damn it. It's okay, because that's not hard to make. But everything else is... Oh, there's already a 10K HZ transformer in there. Well, that's perfect. I don't know why I would leave that in there, but that's good. I should need a 10K HZ transformer. Can't wait to be done condensing every mass that exists. Mess condensant. Yep. Condensate. This should only be one that's needed, but we still have the superconducting alloy, so why not make more? 10K HZ transformer is only used in both arc welding machines. You have the arc welder and the arc furnace, but either way, it doesn't really matter. Then you need capacitors, which there might be some in the boxes. Although, I doubt that I would put them here nowadays. Considering they're getting automatically produced mine grade copper Where's mine grade copper hiding? It's in the box over there. Which might have gotten moved already. So mine grade. It's right here. Perfect. We'll move all these boxes into the storage zone in a second. Then I need electrodes. I need 4 and some other stuff. 4 and some change. What's in here? Cool. This is exactly what I need. Everything is automated, so I don't even have to worry. Because I should just be able to find it inside the mess. And I said capacitors. We have 200 capacitors. Toggle output. Nice. Throw any shit that I don't need on the ground. Put those back. 136. This is some Gregic automation. Now let's head over and build my next thing. Let's see. Anvil. And I'm gonna go ahead and make the stuff. It's gonna be called HZ transformer. No, it's a welder. Well, actually, I do need to make that first. 10K HZ transformer. Nice. Then welder. Huh. That's great. Hope those are mine. Nice. 2 more arc welders for the machines. That should be enough arc welders for everybody. Then it's time for the imminent destruction of the Crucible. I'm assuming that's okay. It's not as bad as I thought. But now we have kind of still a mess to reorganize every single thing in this area there. And also these boxes need to start moving. And primarily what needs to happen after that is the assembly of all of the new crucibles and other things. But I'm going to start moving all these boxes over to here. Actually, I have space in the alcove. I could just do it here. So all the new boxes are going into here. The crucible box is going to be on the very bottom, by the way, in case you need any of those random resources. God damn it, it's 4 blocks deep. Why? What made me do that? What made me think that was a great idea? Absolutely wonderful idea. I'm gonna be needing to cast Technetium and Saturnite soon. Okay, well, I'll try to hurry, but I have no idea how long it will take. Your best bet might be to set up the, if you need it before I'm done, you should probably head to, Doom. Since I'm leaving Doom up, since we do need that to have one available, at least. But Doom can cover that, kind of. So I'm not too worried. Since Doom is kind of just a very useful place, I'm gonna leave Doom up. Okay, so I need fluid heaters now. These are not hard. These are just... fluid burners? I don't need fluid burners. I need fluid heaters. Heat exchanging heat exchanger. You know what I mean? These are actually not that hard. Okay, these are just some rubbers, some of those, and some of those, and we need like a bunch of these. Tons of them, actually. That's fine. But mainly, we are going to need... We have 4 rubber per each. So at that cost, if I just look around, we probably have rubber being produced. Actually, we don't. Let's go ahead and get some zinc. Let's go ahead and figure the rest of this out. This is zinc powder. We're gonna take this to the rubber mill. We might even have rubber being made. Yes, we do. Perfect. I'm gonna need every bit of this rubber. $64 rubber bars. Okay, we've got that. How many of these are we even making? I don't even know. We need 2 stacks of, if we're doing this, we're gonna need 2 stacks of copper now. Like I said, our best bet's probably TAA. No, Doom. TAA. Gaming. Just looking for my furnaces in my box pile. Oh, that's the one with the blast furnace. Blast furnace. Okay, I don't see what I'm looking for. It's probably in this box right here. Oh, it isn't. I vaguely remember one box had a ton of furnaces. Unless I left it over there, but I don't think I did. I think it was like one of the first boxes. Probably was like the first box I placed in. Or third, second, something. There we go, 5 extra furnaces. That should be all I need furnace-wise. It's just kind of really inconvenient that there's no good spot to make this look good, so, I guess I place them in the floor and it will be fine. Just a five strip of them. Nice, and that's finished there. Huh, should be all I need for that. Dump off more stuff in the boxes. Copper time. Do 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 do. And then I have to decide on how many are crucibles, how many are the other things, and how many are the other things. I don't even know what we're powering off of these, honestly. We're just like, oh, we need a smart setup that does this shit. Smart setup. Is there really no copper left? Oh, there's like barely any. Okay, I'm gonna head over to mining facility. JFK Mining Center. Mining Bitcoin since 1914. Okay, there's obviously none in there, but then in here is where it's really at. This is all of the copper we'll ever need. And thorium too. Not thorium 2, but thorium 232. Thorium. Like me some thorium. We're gonna be playing with the thorium. Power every shit off of thorium. Thorium power. Powered by thorium gaming. Alright, so that's smelting now. That's good. Those don't even need to be plates, and then we need 2 stacks of this of those steel plates. It's okay. I know exactly where I can get more. Trust me, guys. Make sure you have hooked up the Purex for salt refreshing. I haven't started that yet. But I'm gonna play with thorium. I don't remember what I'm doing with it. Oh yeah, you can do thorium salt. I was gonna do thorium fuel, if that's even possible. I guess we could do that. I actually don't even know anything about this shit when it comes to thorium. It doesn't even have a thorium option. That's gonna be fun though. We could play with the thorium salt and see how that works out. Honestly, what I think I'm gonna do for that is control the thing using redstone signals, but that's easier said than done. Obviously, you can't just control it with redstone signals if it doesn't have that available. So that might make things a little bit difficult. Fluid, no. Heat exchanger, yes. Heat exchanger. It's gonna need 3 per each. And I don't even, I'm making 2 stacks. So that means for the recipe, it only needs 3 for each. So it's half. Just make 3 per each stack that I can make. Okay. So just do the math. If we're making 2 stacks, divide this by 16. So N is 128. Divide 16 is 8. So 24 pipes are needed. So if 24 pipes are needed. Where's my shit? Where's my shit? 24 pipes are needed. We would multiply 24 by 3 to get our next answer. $72. Six plus this is 70. This is 72. Go over to the anvil. Steel. Nice, it's done. Cool. So I got my steel done, make pipes over at the anvil. Shit, I thought I was gonna actually jump on that. Steel pipe. Oh, nice. 24 steel pipes are done. And then go over here. and copper. I still have the rubber, right? Just a matter of waiting. But I really wish I knew the math on the PWR stuff. I actually need to play with the PWR before I actually go to make this shit. That shit's probably happening in the near future. I wouldn't want to just... Oh, this is the PWR. Start throwing shit together. Then all of a sudden explodes everywhere. Be a disaster. Nice. 64 done. The pain of making copper taking forever is done. Exchange 8. That's a lot. Not really. But then I guess really what it comes down to is figuring out how much you're going to need and where you're going to need it. I think that's what it comes down to, really. Yeah, this is fine. This is totally fine. I might take out all of the lighting, honestly. This is not how it's supposed to look. Ruined the flooring, honestly. It was vanillized. Vanillized. But like not vandalized, you know what I mean? Like vanillized flooring. Ruined completely. We might need to move these too. Wait, what the hell is under the floor? Oh, just a hole. Never mind. It's like, what the hell is this? Is this an old mine? Let's go exploring, guys. Let's go find some shit down there. Some demons or some shit. Alright, we're on to the heat grid. So somewhere there's a PWR. Probably not right there. Give it more space. Put it in the center. So all of this shit needs to move. Can't move that, but I can move the rest of it. I'm moving every one of these things to that area. We don't even use coal furnaces anymore. What the heck? Why? Okay, what about this thing? It's just a box full of blueprints. Stone. Solid fuel from biomass. From oil and biomass. Interesting. Lubricant from coal tar creosote. Lubricant from heavy oil. 50 BMG round. Ah, nice. Every type of plate. These would be really useful if I had those in survival. Wait, what do I mean have them in survival? If I have them in the fucking early game world. That's what I mean. My brain is shutting down. This is probably the worst configuration that you could possibly do for a setup like this. But it's okay. It just works. Alright, let's go ahead and take this shit out. That's fine. As long as there's no radium left in there, that's good. Just need some bricks to fill it in. I think we have bricks somewhere. One of these boxes. Must have bricks, right? Right. Right. Right here. Those will do the trick. We just need to hit him with a chisel. Where the fuck did my chisel go? It's in one of these boxes, and it's probably the ones on this side. That's where my other shit went. Cool. It's 4 a.m. Chisel? Where's the chisel hiding anyway? Well, I'll just throw it in there. Since the chisel wants to hide and play games like this shit, it's okay. I can also play the games too. But I cannot find my chisel. Anywhere. There's no chisel existing. Chisel existence, no. Grab? No. Wait, maybe? I'll just take that shit and make it into stone bricks, why not? If the chisel wants to hide, I'll just make stone bricks from scratch. Okay. Fill in the floor. Vein miner 6 billion. I don't think I'm gonna have that much, but of course we're not working over there, we're just working on this side. There we go. Should be good enough. F9, F9. This is where the reactor can go, and over here is all the machines. And over for the machines, just easy shit. And over there is where the Purex will go. Actually, the Purex might have to move up closer to it, but we'll figure that out later. So for this, I'm just going to set up these like so. Nice grid of them. I have 2 left over. Let's see about that. Well, if you give them 2 blocks of space, there's no space for fluid connections. Cool, there we go. Oh, that shit doesn't provide them enough space either. They need at least a few blocks of space between their ports. I suppose that we need to have 2 of them in this area as well. Leave 2 blocks gap between them. And then we should have the crucible set up now beginning to come through. Crucible and furnaces. So I'm gonna have 4 crucibles and 4 furnaces. Or well, maybe. We'll see how many furnaces I end up with. Or how many heating ovens I end up throwing in there. Let me find my other crucible. There we go. Cool. That's good. What all does he need though for that? What stuff does he have? He has all of this shit. It's like he never left. Oh. That could be interesting. I'll just put these down here. Well, actually, they come out the green side for the cast plates, but I'll still have a hopper on each side for them. Since it only makes sense to have hoppers reserved. Cool. And then we're going to set up, after that, the next thing. Simple. It's going to be a housing for all of the shit it needs. Foundry housings. Yes. Nice. Nice. Cool. Then on this, we're good. We're good. Then we're gonna start on these. Each of those is gonna get set up, and they're gonna all have their equipment that they need. I have no idea what we're gonna need for equipment-wise, but 2 of these could be used in your GP processing kind of things, where I need just some cast plates, and then the other 2, I suppose. I guess we only need 2 furnaces then. I don't know why I'd make that many furnaces. So I just need 1 more furnace. Then we're done. Cool, that'll provide us all the essential utilities right there. It's gonna be a while before I can even decommission that fusion or that PWR, isn't it? Now I think about it, it is. Oh right, I also do not need to forget about that thing, which also needs to have another one set up. Three fuel rods in there. Well, I'll just tear it down eventually. So I guess I could just start building the new PWR right away. After I get, maybe next episode I'll do that. But I need a... PWR. No. Crucible. Need to make a bunch of crucibles right now. Then after that, alloy smelting machines. Fire bricks, industrial steel, and 8 of those. So more copper, basically. More copper. That's fine. Totally fine. More copper. Get rid of these conducting coils to capacitors. I'll just throw those in there. Okay. Copper. There it is. Nice. I don't think I need 2 stacks of this. Well, with 1 stack, I'll make 8. I only need 7. So I'll need 56 of that, 56 steel plates, and then 56 of the other thing. Well, actually, more than 56. 20 times 7 is 140. Which might be the biggest limiting factor right now, because I don't actually have any 140 of that. Well, I have it, I just don't have 140 of it. Suppose that's a better way of saying that. Boom. 56. I need some clay. This is the first time I've ever come out this direction just to get clay. I also haven't been in this hole in a while. But yeah, we should be able to find some of that over here. I honestly don't even know exactly how much clay I need. Somebody living over here? What the fuck? Somebody was living here. They've got like a strawberry farm. What the hell? Oh, there's another house over there. I mean, I'm going to be waiting on that PWR for a while, so that's kind of annoying. But once I'm ready, I'm just going to tear it down. Like, once I think it's pretty much good to go, I can just destroy it. For now, I need to figure out PWR, salts. Controllers, control systems. Oh, we might even need it. We might actually need to make a redstone computer for that. Or, well, a redstone microcomputer. It's not going to be a full-scale computer, but I'm pretty sure that PWR has redstone ports. PWR... There is no... Ah, fuck. Allows item and fluid IO. But we could do a system. If I had open computers, I could do a system where it takes a analog signal to set multiple different like outputs inside the reactor. Like you use 1 to 16, that gives you 16 numbers out of 100, right? So if you split 116 times, then you'd have every, let me check, we're divided by 16, 6.25. We might have to go into a testing world today too. I'm just saying, I might go into a testing world in like the next, at 4:30 I might do that. So like 17 minutes until 4:30. It's just a wooden box here. Box house. Nice. Somebody was chilling. But yeah, I usually don't head out that way. I just gotta do some. Oh shit! Don't do that. Don't do that shit. That's not how shit's supposed to go. Yeah, just gotta do some smelting now. Mind opening up a test world to land so I can work on a reactor concept while you can see? Okay. Well, I'm just gonna... I'll see what I'm gonna do. I don't know how long it will take me to experiment, but we'll see. And then next, well, actually, I want to finish my crucibles. At a minimum, I need to do that. Because that's the most annoying shit that's going on right now is the crucibles. That, and then after the crucibles, I should set up the steam processing for, or the steam power for these things. Because we're gonna need more of the alloy machinery. So that way we can do the star metal and saturnite and all that. Because our saturnite production is terrible. So I want to have a machine, or all of the machines we need for that. Oh, does this just go out into this? No. Why not? Okay, why am I not using that one, but I'm using all the rest of these? Anyway. Oh yeah, I also need to smelt these too. Well, I'm just gonna give that a minute. It's gonna take a minute. Just gonna take a minute. Okay, how much more do I have to do? Okay, I think this one's done. And then all of the rest of these. And then copper as well. Okay, copper, we'll just split up the work on that. Get the workload split up, divvied up. There we go. This is so fucking time consuming. But once we have the PWR, it should be easier. Easier. I'm surprised there's no PWR controller system. Nice. Okay. 56 of those. Which means we are pretty much ready to go. We're just gonna wait on all the bricks now. Yeah, that's great. Okay, we should be good. Let's check. 5, 13, and 14 are done. Nice. Time for me to move on to furnace production. Crucibles. 7. Perfect. I had just enough. Except I have 64 extra now. Is this gonna be where I'm gonna put this? Oh, okay, this will work. I'll need to come up with a few things while I'm testing. Namely, I need a control system for that reactor, if I can do that. If not, we'll just operate with what we have. This should do the trick as far as all the systems we need. For now. And then in this larger area, putting in the, of course, rotary furnaces. Then here is going to be the PWR. And on this side, acidization area. So I'm going to go ahead and save and quit. And I'm going to make the test world. Okay. And remember, in the newer versions of the game, this shit doesn't spawn super common, so there's gonna be less structures, but there's still gonna be some. Okay, nice. Open to LAN. Start LAN world. It's been a while since I actually did a testing world, but essentially what we need to come up with is, well, what I need to come up with is a system for thorium. I'm going to do this on my own for thorium salts. Now, there's a great advantage of thorium salts is that they increase your flux, basically. So if we look at the thorium salt bullshit over that side. Thorium salt, press R. I said thorier? I mean, it's kind of in the Greek vernacular, or the Norse vernacular, Fornier. But you like to watch videos? Cool. It's great. We need thorium, salt. This is strongly corrosive. There's thorium bromide. So you have options. Honestly, that sounds absolutely super toxic, but hey, it's gonna be great. Not qualified to tell you why it'd be super toxic, but thorium bromide sounds awesome. 2,300 Celsius, but you can only really get... Well, that's actually for rocket fuel, isn't it? Unless it's heatable, then coolable, then heatable. Bromides for the LPW3N thruster. Okay, cool, thank you. So if we want thorium salt then. So liquid thorium salt at 800 Celsius. Then you give it to 1600 Celsius. And at that point, it is basically depleted. Well, it's hot. Depleted happens at the same time, kind of. Right? Because then you would cool it. So hot goes to whatever the fuck. But also liquid salt. The question is like, how does this process even work? Does it go hot? Liquid thorium salt. Or no, liquid thorium salt, hot. And then cheats aren't enabled? Or are you not in... Slash game mode at C at E. Well, okay, I guess it doesn't work with at E. Oh, okay, I can just do tab. Okay. Alright, so the big things we're going to need are going to be PWR stuff. We'll just start off there. It's easiest stuff that we need. The thing I was mainly looking at to start off was like the actual flux that we're getting out of that. So this is my first set of tools that I will need. Alright, so if we look at our thorium salt, right? Oh, wait. No, we don't need it. But thorium salt has a core flux of 150, so I guess it's your base flux basically that it adds in. And if you notice, this adds 20 flux to the core. So basically it will allow us to add plus 150 of what this does. That means that is no longer needed. Well, ideally. Unless you want extra gas for the tank, but I suppose not necessarily needed. And of course, you can build these in any shape you want. You can fucking build a donut, build a ring, whatever. Have fun with whatever you're building. So here's the thing about the PWR is that the neutron reflector allows you to reflect neutrons back into fuel rods, which is good. What element are the control rods used in the thorium salt reactor? I have no idea. It's just a, well, actually, boron. But it's just a control rod. It's just a generic thing. But if it's made of boron, who knows what that'll do? It's actually a good question because I believe boron's like 5. Yeah, it has 5 electrons, right? I don't even remember. But it is element 5. Pretty certain of that. So that means its properties are going to be 5th row of elements. The boron column or whatever the fuck. PWR control rod or fuel rod. And also keep in consideration that if you have to put control rods between your fuel rods. Although if we go with like a mesh like this, we should be able to do that. Doesn't support chain reaction, but it's still pretty fast. Okay. I honestly don't know what you're talking about because I'm not... Are you like some kind of nuclear physicist guy? Is that what this is? Are you the nuclear physicist guy of all time? This is pretty interesting if it is. I've never had a nuclear physicist on my channel. Maybe I have, but I just don't even know. So we need these to get rid of heat from the actual reactor into the wall of the reactor. I'll get rid of core heat. Then for the actual main part of this, coolant channels. Bunch of them. I actually don't know the math on this, which is probably bad, but I don't know the math for how many of these you need compared to them. I also don't even know where I want to put these. Let's be honest. That's a really great question to have when I'm designing this thing. I need inspiration right about now. Can you show me a good... I'm working on this shit right now. Nope, just dropout engineer who loves tech and Linux. I also love Linux, so there we have something in common. But right now I'm using Windows, so... Okay, and that should cover... those. If I put absorbers... Would I want to put absorbers between these? Probably not. Maybe if I do that and this, that kind of solves my issues a little bit. The problem is getting all of that heat out of there is always a problem with the PWR design in this. If you don't really get that heat out, then it's not a great idea. Also needing to take screenshots of each level, so that way I can remember exactly what I did for replication in survival mode. But this should be the trick for this. Although, I'm wondering if there's any effects between having these closer to these. I don't remember that. Usually it just says that you can place them like this and have layers, but of course I don't actually remember if there's an exact system to how that works. But like a cheaper one. A cheaper one? I've already covered a good one early on in the series. You can look at any of my... Well, look at the ICF world, and I have done it in that world. I've done exactly what you're asking about in that world, so... If you want a good design for one, it will be there in the ICF series. But yeah, this is definitely not cheap or for the faint of heart, so don't try this one unless you really want to suffer. Do we get radioactive chicken? Maybe. Just use my Cobalt 60 microwave for that one. Okay, and then between all of these ones need control rods as well. But then it's just on to heat dissipation. Figuring out how to heat dissipate correctly. And then I'm just gonna remember that it's take a picture of this layer too. Honestly, this is the most annoying part, is when you have multiple different layers. Maybe if we, you can actually make a PWR blueprint, but what the fuck is this? Oh, I now realize what I did. Okay, never mind. We're gonna build that 3 layers tall. So then every subsequent layer that we add on, we'll just go with 2 layers for now. We'll make a sandwich. Cooling unit sandwich right here. Okay. From there, should just be... What do these do? Uses hull heat to heat up coolant. And then those move the heat to the hull. Supposedly. Cool. So that's the next layer. Shift F1, Shift Windows S. Slash time set, or slash time 0. God damn it, I knew it was time set 0. Yeah, it's a, this one's an Italian sandwich right here. It's a meatball sub. It's Philly cheesesteak. Thorium cheesesteak. God damn. I was wondering why it tasted so metallic until I realized my cheesesteak was thorium. Okay, and then on this side, also more of those. Don't worry, I'm gonna make it round, okay? It's gonna be a cylinder, but with extra bits, pieces, and other parts. Wait a second. This layer is just nothing. Oh, okay. So the nothing sandwich there. So then it just surrounds all of this. Cool. Of course, remember, heat dissipation is a big thing, and getting the amount of heat you're dissipating correct is also kind of important. And then we're going to be on to the setup part of this, which is going to be pretty annoying, I think. I think it's going to be painful. But you need to just have a decent, decent amount of stuff for each cooling. Honestly, I wish there was like actual formulas I could use, because then I could probably try to solve how I'm gonna do this. But we're probably gonna shove in MEP 239. Follow the power center. Do we trust private companies to build good reactors? Follow the demand for data center electricity. That's actually a good question, but I don't really know. I've never thought about that before. Honestly, I probably wouldn't care. As long as it doesn't impinge on me doing whatever I want to do, then I don't really care. Data centers like AI generation, I guess. That's a pretty good point. Alright, and then for each layer of the sandwich, we're going to have a ring around it of neutron reflectors. And I'm just going to hope and pray that this works properly. And isn't just me throwing my head at a wall trying to solve a problem that really is simple. But that thorium needs to get recycled too. I don't even know how that works, so we're just going to take a rough guess of how that's supposed to work. This is about the thorium sandwich. Remember, whenever you build this, you always should put your PWR controller right at the top. Neutron source, what the fuck? Ah, fucking neutron source required. Huh. Great. There we go. That will do the trick. It will probably detonate. But I like the RBMK better than this, honestly. As far as simplicity goes. RBMK is the simplicity machine. There are shipping container-sized reactors being tested that are single use. Oh, yeah, that actually makes sense, though. Because you can't really take out fuel in the real world. In the real world, there is no fuel escaping. You just have to leave it in there and then dispose of the reactor. I suppose that's actually so interesting, though. If I were to do this in the real world, like, I can't even take out my fuel. I can't even be like, oh, well, this shit doesn't work that great. Instead, I would have to, like, swap out the entire lead, or like the entire fucking vessel. So like you would basically just, I figure what I would do if I had to design something like that, put the whole thing So the pressure vessel is basically a cartridge that you can just swap out, and everything else, you can just leave the rest of that. Make it super easy to do, though, because that's the biggest thing, is simplicity. The amount of complex shit, people don't even understand some of the shit that's super complex. They'll be like, oh, why isn't my shit working? Well, maybe you should unplug it and plug it back in before asking me. It's literally the biggest, easiest fix. But simplicity is everything, because like, even smart people do stupid shit. Even smart people sometimes don't even understand. Like, I could see somebody trying to swap it and being like, how do I swap it? Most of these are being deployed off coast because basically we're creating Godzilla. AI is Godzilla. And this can be my other shit. Hopefully this creates a lot of the shit when it explodes, but we'll see how this works. If it works, or if I need to do some recalculations on the math of this thing. The egg. I think it's fully finished. But I'm gonna take a photo before I do anything. So I can remember that it's kind of weird looking. Nice. Photo. Cool. Neutron sources required. The fuck? Come on. Here. This work? This make it happy? Nice. Told everybody that would make it happy. But yeah, you want shit to be simple because most people, even smart people, are idiots. Honestly, we don't even need to do a salt reactor, but why not? Then you could switch it to power generation whenever you don't need it. Whenever you do need it, just leave it running. That's the idea. Ideally, that's what happens. So we would also need a power storage area. But that'll be fine. We'll figure that out later. The three-eyed fish, orange fish species found in the ponds and lakes outside the nuclear power plant. Oh, okay. From The Simpsons. Oh, okay. That makes sense, actually, now. Yes, we're just irradiating fish. That's pretty neat. I wonder what kind of effects that has, like, if you were to eat that shit. Well, of course, like, if the fish is irradiated, then you have the irradiated isotopes, or whatever the heck it's got in it. That's a problem. Because, like, you know, you irradiate shit and it can transmutate, or however. And you can end up with, like, iodine that's extra fun. Or, like, the mercury in fish is interesting, too. Let me see. Heater. And there's more to consider there than just that. Heater. Nice. Then I just need some ducts. We'll see how well this works when I'm just processing the thorium salt through this shit. So the thorium salt is actually interesting because I don't actually know shit about how this works. So thorium salt, it just takes depleted thorium salt. No, wait, does it do the liquid? What? How does it work? 1,600 millibuckets of liquid thorium salt. Just trying to figure this shit out. Thorium salt. If you have thorium salt, what does it do? Liquid thorium salt, hot thorium salt. So obviously the hot stuff, then depleted thorium salt. What does it do? Assembly machine. That's so useful to know, man. Assembly machine. Liquid thorium salt. Does it not have a recipe? Does this not even work anymore? Give me the chem plant. Chem plant now. Let's go. Let's do this. Thorium salt. That's thorium bromide. Oh, it doesn't even exist anymore. That's sad. I wanted to play with thorium in my reactor, but it's just not even real anymore. Oh, it's a Purex operation? Oh, I forgot about this. Big Chungus machine. I'm guessing it looks like this. Alright, so here we go. Depleted thorium salt. I guess that comes out of the thing. Let's go ahead and just get a fluid ID. See how this actually runs. Fluid ID. To start the molten salt reactor. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. When I was thinking about going to college, I was like, if I go to college for a degree in physics, is that what I need to do nuclear physics? Sounds like, nah. But I I'm not even interested in that anymore. I'm more interested in computers nowadays. Computers makes more sense to me than any of that other shit. Like, yeah, I can understand it to a degree, but at the same time, it's also super fucking complex. And there's too much that I don't understand yet. So, liquid thorium, hot thorium. Okay, cool. So if that's the case, that it does that shit, I'm guessing we also need one for depleted thorium. Right? Maybe. I'm just trying to figure out the fucking flow for this. Depleted liquid thorium salt. This might be a terrible choice of what we would use. Because, let's think about this. If we run this constantly, that's not depleted. It's supposed to be hot liquid thorium salt. Ah, and then it goes to depleted. Okay, cool. And so once it's depleted, that's annoying, but it's okay. We can fix that really quickly. But we constantly will have to supply nuggets of thorium into this. So basically, we start off simple with our hot liquid thorium. This is hot liquid thorium goes out this way. Maybe if I just built a tiny ass reactor, this would be better. But it's not going to be good for powering shit, because if you run it constantly, like, you have to constantly supply shit to it. This could be kind of annoying, honestly. I could see that being an issue. I want something thorium related, thorium adjacent in the future for the survival world. We'll see. I want to play with thorium because we have like tons of that shit. So I'm just gonna be doing this not for that other reactor. So I guess I need to come up with a better reactor for a sustained long-term period. As far as fuel goes for this, probably gonna run HEP as per tradition, since it's the most powerful fuel available for PWRs apparently. HBM loves his HEP 239. He wants a nuclear bomb reactor right here. Hot liquid salt, or liquid salt, okay. So depleted liquid thorium comes out here, goes through this. Liquid thorium salt. Boom. And of course, how do you even make that? So you need to start off with some of that, or is this even possible to make it? Like, what if I want to make my first thorium salt. What do I do then? Is it just made here? Thorium bromide? No. It's not made in there. Okay. That's interesting, though. So you can't make your first thorium salt through this. To make thorium salt, you just start off with... You have to have depleted thorium salt? Mixer? Okay. This is very complex. But okay, so we know it's a mixer. That's all I need to know. Then, boom. Here is my other return pipe for my thorium salt. Liquid thorium salt. And then into a crucible. Just because we're just testing what we can... well, actually do a boiler, actually. Never mind. Just do a boiler. Industrial boiler should do. Then run a water loop through this. And then we'll start filling it with thorium salt. Or actually, yeah. Just infinite barrel. Infinite. This shit will do the job. Barrel. One of these. Yeah, don't do those, because this shit's super corrosive. It's extremely corrosive. It needs this shit. Then, boom, square that shit in there. Nice. So we have our liquid thorium salt. We're almost ready to run the thing. And then we just need a turbine. And then, of course, testing. Usually you use FENSU for storage. And then you need a cooling tower as well. Which should be every single thing needed to run a PWR in this. And then just set this in somewhere. Nope, it won't fit there. Sadly, it won't fit there, but maybe, if I'm smart, I can fit it above this. There we go. Nice. Alright, it's just gonna run steam. This is just gonna output like so, and oh, god damn it. That also doesn't work very well. Maybe if I run it like this, that's the better position for it. And then it can just run right down into here. So I use less pipes. Okay, to be honest, if I could fit it there, it'd be even better, but no. Let's go ahead and grab our fluid ID. Steam. No. Steam, low pressure steam, and then water. And then we'll see how much energy it produces. It probably won't produce as much as I think it will, but we'll find out. And then energy storage. For now, we'll just test on spark energy, because HBM wants to remove these, so we'll just use it just because, just to spite him. Right, so let's see what's next. Water. Put water in the machine. Right, let's go ahead and do that real quick. No. Where's that at? Where did I do it? Oh, here? Okay, fine. That's cool. I don't need any extra leakage. No more connections. Cool. So now it's ready to turn on. And for me to play some dumb shit with it. That's not bad, honestly. Although, it is running out of thorium salt now. Because I forgot to do the other shit. Oh dear. Thorium nuggets. Please do the thing with the... Does it only need that? Oh god, it needs power here. Shit. Shit. There we go. Nice, and it gives you uranium-233. Cool, let's go ahead and raise this up to 100. 20 next. Nice. Get that rate up there. That's what I'm talking about. It only takes nuggets, though, so it's not that bad. Egg of potential meltdown. It holds enough fuel, so we're at 20 for one rod. But let's add in, let's go down to, yeah, let's stay at 20. Just to do the testing at 20. Oh yeah, hurry that shit up. This is the watts right here. Watts speed. Oh god, this thing is running super fast. It's 4.1 million HE per second. Maybe this isn't the way to go, but the... Oh shit. That's not good. Need to make sure it's not doing any dumb shit over here. Speed. It definitely needs a speed upgrade. In order to keep up. Okay, yeah, this shit's dumb. If this thing isn't slow, please don't try that. If it is not slow, don't do that. But yes, you also need a lot of these when you're running it this fast. Because this is shitty. It's also not outputting any more items. What the heck? I love this thing, but it needs more. Run it hotter. It needs more speed, I think. Okay, let's see what it's doing. It is keeping up fairly well. Oh wait, this shit can't keep up? The throughput's that much on this thing? Oh shit. That's where the problem starts. So when you have 24 fuel rods in there, shit can't keep up. It's still only producing 4.1 million HE per second, but I think that's the end of our testing right there. Oops. So we'll go ahead and start the next experiment. I'm not satisfied with that. It's too expensive and rather annoying. But next experiment should be good. I need to nap. Bye. Have a good one. What is this thing? This is the accelerator. I also have to go soon, so that's okay. Inverter right there, nice. What is this? Meter for power. Power generation meter. I know it's got perfluoromethyl in there, and cold perfluoromethyl. Okay, I can fix this really quickly, okay? Hold on, let me just solve this problem. Bore to the core. Oh shit. Nice, got rid of that. I think the blast resistance on corium is too high. Corium has too high blast resistance for this. God damn. Too much corium right here. Too much of this. We need to do, okay, so next time we need to do more experiments with, well, I need to do more experiments with the thorium. I haven't even messed with thorium before today. This is like my first time even bothering to look at it. It's been out for so long and I haven't even touched it. It's like the PWR. It was out for so long before I even decided to go, okay, is this even cool? See you all next time. This is going to be my end of the episode, and goodbye.